Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Kelly. Welcome to Be in the Change. I'm gonna get started by reciting my inspiration. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within all of us. Oh, within us. It's not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I'd like to say welcome and thank you to everybody who's been watching me and following me on this journey, and welcome to everybody who's watching me for the first time. I started this in 2019, stating I was breaking up with fear, stating I was breaking up with shame, and I was breaking up with guilt, followed by a weekly video every week for an entire year, which I'm starting on the 4th year. So I completed 3 years in a row, and I only had to play one rerun. I didn't miss. So that was consistency for me. And then 2020 was to be kinder and more compassionate to myself and others. And last year was to break up with processed sugar. So all of these resolutions I've managed to keep, except for the processed sugar. I am keeping it. I am broken up with processed sugar. I had a couple of times that I had it before Christmas, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. My face broke out. It is still breaking out. No more processed sugar for me. I realized I'm allergic to sugar, and it makes me have physical side effects that are so big and so huge, I cannot ignore them. And my New Year's resolution for this year is not to have a resolution, but to have an intention of figuring out what my vocation, my soul's purpose, looks like in a job that is outside of my home. So I'm working on all this stuff, but in the meantime, I have to tell you guys, I want to ask, is anybody doing good right now? Are people doing good? Because I want to tell you, I don't feel good. Like, I don't feel good. I have resources, I have support, I have a lot of help and a lot of external forces of how I take care of myself, how I keep myself safe and well and protected, and I still don't feel good. And what does not feeling good mean? You guys, I'm having a hard time functioning right now. I am exhausted. Today, I did not get a shower. I was so tired, I almost didn't do this video. Yesterday, I was crying to my friends because I don't feel good. And it's like, I can't put my finger on it. It's not one thing. I got so used to pretending like I was fine, like I was okay all the time. That's how I showed up everywhere. I'm good, I'm happy, I'm fine. And really, I wasn't good. I wasn't happy, and I wasn't fine. I learned to put that mask on in order to survive, and I needed it. I needed it for a long time. It was protection because I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel safe in my own body. I didn't feel safe in my own life. And what I've been working on over since I've been 18 years old is how to feel safe. And I didn't even know that I didn't, or that I wasn't. Also, I walked on eggshells all the time. I never knew I was walking on eggshells until I wasn't walking on eggshells. So what is walking on eggshells? It was like if I really spoke up and tell you how I feel, like I might not work here anymore. Or if I tell you how I feel, we might not be married anymore. Or if I tell you how I feel, you might not want to date me anymore. I was correct in all of those circumstances, by the way. Um, so it was, I could not be myself in my own life. And I was the last to know. So finding out these things that I was guarding, protecting, and, always keeping up this facade that everything is good and everything is fine and everything's okay, I didn't know it until I knew it. And what happened is my body, and I was talking last week about I had my first neck surgery in 2008 and that my car accident was in 2008, but my car accident was in 2007. But I'm terrible with dates, I'm terrible with times. Part of how I survived, and I did not know this, by the way, is called disassociation, where I would leave my body. And you could talk to me, you could have conversations with me, I would seem like I was there, and I'd walk away and it would be like it never happened. And I didn't realize until my son left for college how bad it was, because I lived in an apartment by myself, and one day I took off my shirt, I was changing, and I could not find my shirt, and nobody was there but me. Like, I didn't know what I did with it. So disassociation is like doing things and not remembering. And I did it a lot and all the time. And I thought I had the early stages or onset of, I don't know how to say this correctly, Alzheimer's. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I thought it was from my drinking and my drug use, that my memory wasn't good. But it was really, I was protecting myself and I didn't know it. And another form of disassociation is, do you ever drive down the road and you're driving and then you're like, my God, how did I get here? Did I stop at that red light? Was I at that, like, you don't remember it? That is disassociation. So that's what I learned how to do to keep myself safe, to survive jobs where I couldn't say what I really thought, or if I said it, guess what? You're not going to work here anymore. So like during this pandemic has been a blessing and a curse and everything in between. But what it has given me is the gift of realizing things about myself that I never had time to figure out. But what I'm figuring out right now is I'm not okay. I don't feel good all day, every day. And when I don't feel good all day, every day, I start to think I must be doing something wrong, or there's something wrong with me. I felt it for like the past month, like exhausted. It's almost like I'm walking around with an X-ray cape on top of me all of the time, and it's hard just to go through my normal everyday functions. And feeling like I'm being lazy, like that's being lazy, and you just need to suck it up and keep going. And I can't suck it up anymore. And I've had amazing support and friends sending me messages, Michelle, you're not lazy. And they're right, I'm not lazy. I'm depressed. And I feel everything that's going on in this world right now. And I don't care what anybody says, this is wrong. To keep telling people over and over again of what to do and how to do it, and what's wrong with you if you don't do it the way everybody's telling you to. And that is shame, and it is guilt, and it is fear, and it is sickness, and it's making people sick, it's keeping people sick. And I don't live there anymore. And I have to keep reminding myself every day I don't live there anymore. But all the outside forces, it's like if you tell a kid every single day that they're stupid, guess what? They start to believe it. And that's what's happening right now. And I can't take it anymore. It's too much and it's hard. And this is me with support and help, and I'm not good. So I want to know how everybody else is doing. Are you guys good? Are you fine? Because I'm not, and I don't like this anymore. It's like this game. I'm not a game player. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I fight with nobody because I'm not fighting with myself. But everybody who's out there fighting, it's because they're still fighting with themselves, and it has nothing to do with me, but it still affects me. So I'd like to say thank you so much to everyone who's watching. Please stay tuned, stay safe, and I will see you all next week.